I pay over $2,000 a year for this stack of credit cards in annual fees. Now, we're a pretty frugal family, and that's actually more than our mortgage that we pay each month. So why would we do this? Let's take a look. If you're new here, hi, I'm Katie from Katie's Travel Tricks, and I love teaching families how to use miles and points and leverage them to travel more for less money. Today, I'm going to be looking specifically at annual fees. I'm going to show you exactly the cards that I have that I keep and pay annual fees on, the benefits I get from those annual fees, how you can do your own cost-benefit analysis, and a few of the annual fee cards that I think are absolutely worth it for everyone. This one right here is my actual favorite. So the annual fee on the Capital One Venture X is $395 a year. And for most people, they'll stop right there. But let me tell you about the benefits that I get from holding and keeping this card. Now, the first one is easy. You get $300 each year of credit towards purchases that you make for travel in the Capital One portal. So if you're gonna book rental cars or hotels or flights, you would book them through the portal and that $300 comes right off. The second thing you get on this is 10,000 points every year on your account anniversary. That also is worth a minimum of $100. There's other benefits that I love, and so I'm not even gonna go into all of them, but those include things like lounge access for yourself and your family, and you can even add authorized users for free. You get free TSA pre-check for a person. You get Hertz Elite rental car status, which allows you to have free upgrades, and a lot more things. I'll get this one out of the way pretty early too. This one's a doozy. The annual fee is $695. I honestly don't recommend this card to everyone like I do the Venture X, because you really have to work to get your benefits. Like, a lot of people in the miles and points say it's basically like the world's most expensive coupon card. For us, this card does make sense because the little credits that we get all total up to more than $695. Some of those things are the digital entertainment credit, an annual airline incidental credit, which we actually just use on Southwest and cash it out for Southwest flights, and you get Uber Eats credit every month, and a few more things. So again, for us, this adds up to more than $695 of value for things that we would be spending our money on anyway, but it might not be the case for you. Next up, I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, this is also one of my absolute favorite cards for beginners to have, but it's one that we aren't getting rid of, and here's why. Now, the annual fee is $95 on this one, and honestly, it's not as easy to get your annual fee back in credits. You do get a $50 hotel credit per year, so you could use that to book a cheaper hotel, and that will come off as a statement credit in the portal. Right now, there's also some Instacart credits that will give you some more value on that. But the real reason that we keep this one is because it unlocks some value on a whole bunch of other Chase cards that have no annual fees. If you have the Chase Freedom card or any of the Chase Ink cards, even the ones with no annual fee that say that they're giving you cash back, if you transfer your points from those cards to this and combine them, you can then use the power of these points and transfer them to partners. That's a little bit complicated, but that is the biggest reason that we keep this card year to year. The City Premier I've kept for a few years now, but it's honestly not a keeper long term. The only reason that I've kept it is because I haven't figured out exactly how I want to use my points. I have a pretty good idea, but I haven't actually transferred them, and so I'm paying the $95 fee right now just for the convenience in case I change my mind. Next up, we have this category of airline cards. Now, personally, we fly Southwest domestically pretty much all the time. And the reason that these cards are worth it is because the benefits, again, far outweigh the annual fee if you're a frequent flyer or even you fly once a year on Southwest. That's because, for instance, on this one, this is the personal card. It's called the Southwest Priority. It has a $149 annual fee. But for that, I get $75 of credit on Southwest every year. I can literally use that just to buy a $75 Southwest gift card at southwest.com. Next, I also get 4 upgraded boardings per year, and those are worth at least $30 each. We frankly don't use those that much because we do family boarding, but it's a good benefit to have. In addition, on your account anniversary, you're getting account anniversary points. Those are just rapid rewards points that are deposited into your account, and you can use those whenever you want in the future. If you have another airline that you're loyal to, like American or United, it probably makes sense to get that credit card, especially if you usually check a bag, because most of those cards will include the opportunity to check bags for free if you also have the credit card. The last major category that we're spending annual fees on is hotel cards. Now, these are the ones that we have right now. Honestly, I feel like we should do some paring down because we're getting a little bit too much value for our annual fee and we can't really handle it. So this Hyatt card, for instance, the annual fee is going to be less than $100, but every year on your account anniversary, you're getting a free night certificate. We typically use our free night certificate from this to book at a hotel that costs around $300 a night. So we're getting a huge increase in value on the room that we would book. And my husband and I both have the card so that we can pair them together for a weekend getaway. Here's the Marriott cards that I currently have. This one is actually not available currently with new sign-up bonuses right now. It's an older card. This one is a $125 annual fee on this business card. And again, we get a free night that's worth up to 35,000 points. And what's nice about these is you can top them off. So we actually recently used this one at the Gaylord Rockies, which is a really nice family resort outside of Denver. The room was 37,000 points per night, so I was able to use my free night certificate and then top it off with 2,000 points and enjoy a stay that would have normally cost about $450. Next, we have our IHG cards. Now again, these two on top, my husband and I both have. It's an old card, and I'm sorry to say that it's not available anymore because the annual fee is only $49, which is awesome, and we get that free night certificate. This is the newer version, which is arguably better of a card. I mean, if you compare them both, that's ideal, but you can't anymore, sorry. But on this one, it's $99 for the annual fee, but also you can top these off as well. So we just used one of these, a free night certificate plus 17,000 points to book a $1,500 suite in Florence. So there's some really good opportunity with these ones as well. The last one we have is this one, the Wyndham Earner Business Card. On this one, I'm getting 15,000 Wyndham points per year on my account anniversary. That alone is enough for me to use to book my favorite with Wyndham is a Vacasa vacation rental. That's a 1-bedroom that costs up to $350 a night. I know some of these redemptions are kind of specific, but I'm just giving you an idea of the value that we're unlocking. In addition, when you have this card, you automatically get Wyndham Diamond status and Caesars Diamond status. And the reason that that's important in case you want to go to the Atlantis and the Bahamas is that Caesars Diamond status, which is available just by like doing a little thing online to connect your accounts, gives you an annual free stay at the Atlantis Bahamas. You do have to pay resort fees, but so this card is also unlocking that benefit for you as well. Whew, that's a lot, right? I mean, I feel like it's a lot when I start talking about my cards, but the most important thing is it's actually really easy to try to see if those cards are worth the annual fee to you. And unfortunately, the best thing to do is just to go into your terms and benefits and figure out exactly the benefits that you have. The good news is that you can Google pretty much the name of any card and benefits, and it'll come up with some good ideas of what the benefits are, and you're just weighing that against the annual fee to see if that would be worth it to you. The most important thing is, like, if you get a hotel card with an annual free night, you got to use it. You can't let it expire and sit there in your account unused. So what are my absolute favorites and which ones do I think make sense for pretty much everyone? The first one is this guy right here. I know it's a $395 annual fee, but the benefits are so good. It's honestly a moneymaker between the $300 credit and the 10,000 points a year, in addition to all those benefits that you're getting. Sometimes when I talk about credit cards, I feel like a little bit like a used car salesman, but I promise you, I really do love this card. And they're not paying me to say this. I wish they were paying me to say this. Next up, this one's really tied for my number one recommendation, but it's the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Again, $95 annual fee, but you're unlocking the ability to transfer any Ultimate Rewards points you're earning from Freedom Flexes, from Freedom Unlimiteds, from Ink Cash, from Ink Unlimited, all of those no annual fee cards, which are easier to earn with. You're unlocking the ability to transfer those points, which otherwise are just for cash back, to a lot of transfer partners like Hyatt, United, and lots more. My last one I think that's worth getting is not a card, it's just a category, and it's those hotel cards that give you an annual free night certificate every year on your account anniversary. Before we started doing the hotel cards, we would pay $100 a night for a hotel in the city, but it was always kind of crummy. And now when we're going, we're able to stay in a much nicer hotel, and that's great. If you have questions or comments, or you hate what I said about annual fees, feel free to leave those in the comments, and I would love to respond to you and have a conversation with you. I will be uploading videos every week. I also have a bunch of YouTube shorts uploaded, which you can check out too with more information. If you want to keep learning about miles and points, don't forget to subscribe. I'll also put some relevant links in the comments that you can check out as well.